Welcome to today's video in which we will cover what my father and I got for Christmas. We will start off with what my father got for Christmas, which was the Boy Scouts of America starter set. This is the 080 starter set with 4 cars. He picked this up from a collection that I'm selling. It's a very nice runner and the set is nice as a whole. It comes with the locomotive. I'll be moving this to the left. And the 4 cars in the back. The 2 Eagle Scout box cars were from another Christmas in 2012, and those were my gifts. I will not be reviewing this product. There are several other product reviews of this set out on YouTube and other video platforms, and this set is quite older, so I don't see the point of doing a set review if it's not something newer. Next, we will move along to the Thomas the Tank cars. We have James's trucks and the branch line coaches, and these were repurposed from the Troublesome truck tooling and Annie and Clarabelle tooling. Lionel has done the Troublesome trucks in different variations, including non-faced wagons and the Christmas wagon. This is the first time that Lionel has repurposed the tooling for Annie and Clarabelle and made these branch line coaches. These were in the 2018 Volume 2 catalog, and they came out in late 2019 or early 2020. We're going to take a quick look at the couplers on these things because Lionel has made a lot of changes to their couplers on the Thomas the Tank Series line. When Lionel started out, they used couplers that would open, and the couplers were great, but the problem was the spacing didn't look all that great. So Lionel, when they started producing the Lion Chief sets, they slowly made the transition over to dummy couplers like these. These are plastic couplers, and these are usually on the bobber cabooses in other starter sets and bobber cabooses that they've made in the past. I like the spacing between the engine and the cars, and I'll show you guys the spacing between James's trucks in a second. So this is a perfect example. This is an older SC Ruffy Troublesome truck and a brand new James Troublesome truck, and you can tell that the spacing between the old and the new couplers, and it's pretty nice. It's a unique touch and it makes everything look a little bit closer. One more thing before we move on is that these faces on the Troublesome trucks and the James Troublesome trucks are completely different. So when you take a look at a set of Troublesome trucks and James, they'll have different faces, which is pretty nice. I have tried to get the load to come off the James Troublesome trucks, but I've had no success thus far, and I do not want to take any chances if I break anything off. So I'll show you guys that the roof does come off of the branch line coaches. So all you gotta do is just give it a little bit of a shake and it'll come off like that. Next we have the MTH Premier Schnabel flat car. Before we go any further, you have no idea how hard it was to locate one of these. With MTH closing, it's getting hard to find certain items, so if you want to buy a certain item, you better get it now before it's gone. This car has been on my list for quite some time, so it was a no-brainer to get it now. This car is pretty simple to take apart and put together. On the transformer portion, there are 4 hooks, and you just hook them inside to each end of the car. And if you do not want to run the transformer, there are little black hooks, 2 on each end. All you gotta do is hook them into the other metal piece, and you can run this without the transformer. Keep in mind, if you are going to run this with the transformer, you will need a bigger radius, and I believe this Schnabel flat car can run 036 curves without the transformer load. Next we will move on to an older item that wasn't a Christmas gift. This was more of a treat myself gift, and this is a MTH Union Pacific coal turbine. This coal turbine has been on my list for quite some time. I picked this one up as a Protosound 1 model, and it will be converted to DCS's Protosound 3 very soon. The fun part right now is, since this locomotive sat for a numerous amount of years, the motors are slightly out of sync with each other. So there may be some footage of this running, there may not be. It just depends on if I can get them to sync up correctly. Now you're probably wondering, why did I buy a Protosound 1 model? The Protosound 3 models are $1,200. If you go on eBay and try to find one of these Protosound 1 models, you can get them for as low as $450 or as high as $550. And then all you got to do is convert it over, which would be around $200 to $300, and then the labor charges as well will be included with the kit, and basically you'll have a Protosound 3 model for like $500 under the retail of what a Protosound 3 model is actually going for. Finally, we get to the MTH Rail King Union Pacific 1943 set. This engine has been on my list for quite some time, and I grabbed this one as a precaution just in case the single unit release in the 2020 Volume 2 catalog was to sold out or get canceled. The caboose will be only ran in this video, and after that it will be stored. This is a perfect locomotive to go with my George Bush 4141, as it'll run the UP Office Car Special, my version of the George H.W. Bush funeral train, and much more. So when I run the George H.W. Bush funeral train, this locomotive will be the second unit in the consist. This wraps up the talking section of this video. Enjoy the running session of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Please remember to follow my Instagram page and follow one of the only O-Gauge feature pages on Instagram, American O-Gauge. Have a belated Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year, and I will see you guys next time.
Dispatcher, over. This is dispatcher. You want clearance out of the yard, don't you? That's correct, over. I've got good news for you. You're next in line. I just need to check and see if track 2 is clear. Stand by, over. Roger that, dispatcher. Standing by. Okay, we had freight on number 2. He's clear. There's a foreman who wants time on track number 1 soon. Okay, I can put you on track 1 right now if you're ready to go. Over.
I'm ready now. Over. Dispatcher, I've got a proceed signal and I'm moving out. Over.
Roger that. Have a safe day. Dispatcher out.
Local freight out.